Hi guys, my name is Pungura, and in today's video we are going to be mixing vocals. And more specifically, I'm talking about soft female vocals when we're using the proximity effect of the microphone. She is singing very close to it for the main vocals, and then we have a wall of background vocals, everything from whispers to very intense shouts. And I have a whole video on how we recorded this song, and I'm going to leave a link in the description and you can check it out after this video. But yeah, I'm going to play you a bit of the song so you can familiarize yourself with it, and we'll go from there.
Cigarette and brush my hair away from my face. Wipe my tears and you don't even realize what you're doing to me. You made me trust you with my deepest fears. You made me share my insecurities. So was it all for nothing? Am I supposed to do this? Once again, I have to stop you there. There's so much I can bear, but the thought I was ready to let someone in when I feel worse off than I've ever been. It hurts what you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. You said you never let, you said you never let anybody hurt me, but it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, and it doesn't stop hurting back. 'Cause you took with yourself something I never thought I even had, and it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, and it doesn't stop hurting.
Yeah, you get the idea. The song is a ballad and it's very simple. We have a bass guitar, an acoustic guitar recorded using mid-side technique, and I'm playing, I think, yeah, this is some kind of Fender Rhodes on my Nord, the Stockholm preset. And when it comes to this is the final mix that you're looking at. When it comes to the vocals, you can see that I have very little processing on them, and that's because, again, I think that most of the work should be done in the recording process. You should pick the right microphone for the singer, the right preamp, of course, the right microphone position comes before all of that. And at the end of the chain, I like using my compressors, and I believe you can go and check the video, but I believe that we're using the Avanton CV12 tube microphone, my Golden Age preamp, and the 73 clone, and 1176 by Warm Audio. And that's why I have literally only 3 plugins on my main vocals, and I'm pretty sure that even without them, it will sound pretty nice.
Wipe my tears and you don't even realize what you're doing to me.
Yeah, exactly. What do I have going on then? If it sounds great without anything, well, I wanted to make it more bright, and we're recording really, really up close. So I'm counteracting it with a de-esser here. This is a very nice channel strip from the Focusrite SC consoles. I have a high pass filter. She's higher female voice, so she doesn't have any information below 100 Hz. I also have a cut around 700 for that boxiness, and something around 350 for that that very low, you know, when it sounds muddy and very very gross. And then I have a nice shelf at 15K. Let's hear it now.
I have to stop you there. There's nothing more to share. I have to stop you there. There's nothing more to share. I have to stop you there. There's nothing more to share. I have to stop you there. There's nothing more to share.
Probably at the end when she goes into something more belty, probably then I'll be doing around 3 to 4. But let's see.
What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned.
It's very clear, you can hear that it's not compressing that much, but it adds a actually it's a pretty character to her voice. And I think it sounds awesome, very silky and gentle. And at the end of the chain, I have this multiband compressor, and this is actually a stock plugin in Pro Tools. And it's basically because I wanted some more de-essing, as you can hear, because of the close proximity to the microphone, a lot of plosives and sibilants. So yeah, that fixes it. And also at certain points when it gets too muddy, this band kicks in and does like a dB or two of compression. And when it gets too shouty, this one kicks in, and I'm going to show you how it works.
What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned.
That's basically all signal processing that we're doing on the main vocals. I have basically the same on the second channel. The only difference is that it's actually there's no difference. I have the same on the second channel. I have to because at some points they go on top of each other, those vocals. But now let's get to the most important part, and this is spacing. This is reverb and pan. This is all there is for me to make a wall sound work like this. And I have a couple of tricks. As you probably heard when I played you the song, the main vocal is not so wet, it's more dry, ambient setting on the lexicon, and it's really like she's singing in the room with the guitar in front of you, and all the background vocals are very wet and very distant, and this way I can create a very wide stereo picture in which you can hear not only left to right but also front to back, and this is very important in my opinion. So to achieve that, I have very little of this hole that I also have on the backgrounds, only because I want them to feel somewhat alike, but it's very, very little to notice it.
What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned.
And this is the ambience that I was showing you, this one.
But the thought I was ready to let someone in when I feel worse off than I've ever been. It hurts. What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. You said you never let, you said you never let.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that it's great And when it comes to the background vocals, it works very nicely, very cohesive with them. Before moving to the backgrounds, I have those doubles here, and I believe, yeah, they are only on the last chorus. The only difference is that I'm using a very different reverb on them, and also I have an auto-tune on them because I want them to be different from anything else. I want to incorporate something new in this point of the song.
Once again, I have to stop you there. There's so much I can bear, but the thought I was ready to hurts. What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. You said you never let, you said you never.
Yeah, it's basically just to accent those lines in the song. Okay, now the background vocals. And here I have a couple of things going on to achieve this very wet and distant sound. Okay, so these are her background vocals. We have high harmonies, we have mid harmonies, we have whispers, we have very lows, we have everything basically. We even have this one which is very different from anything else. And I'm going to play you each and every group of them and then the whole thing. And as you can see, I have no processing on anything but this last one, which is the different one. This is like another vocal that sings like the main vocal for just a couple of lines. So yeah, other than that, I have no processing on each one of them, but all the processing is done on a bus that I'm sending them to. And let's hear each and every one of them, and then we'll talk further.
Just a lesson learned. You said you never let, you said you never let anybody hurt me. And it doesn't stop hurting back. What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a. Am I supposed to do this? From my faith, is so much more than just a lesson learned. I had to learn to, I had to learn to lose someone I thought I knew. And it hurts, and it hurts, and it hurts, and it hurts. What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. You said you never let, you said you never let anybody. But it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts.
I don't know if you noticed, but here there were some vocals that sound a little bit different. I like to do with my 1176 clone, and it's a very old trick. It's the all buttons in. When engaging all the buttons, we get very rich harmonic distortion out of the unit, and I like to use it sometime to build some tension. Okay, so basically, what do we have going on here? This is the same EQ like the main vocal. I'm just boosting a little bit more highs and doing a little bit more compression on this one, which is with kind of a main function. And in order to make it work, the only solution is automation. I have a whole video on that too, and I'm going to leave it down in the description. But yeah, automation is the key, man. Here I have pan automation because I like it to start in the middle and then just get right out of the way of the main vocal, and at the same time I'm pushing it from front to back because I'm As you can see, I'm automating the reverb very much and decreasing the volume at the same time, and that makes this effect like it's moving not only to the side but also further away from you. Let's hear it again.
What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. You said you said you never let anybody hurt me. But the thought I was ready to let someone in when I feel worse off than I've ever been.
Yeah, so that's basically it for this vocal. Now let's listen to all of them as a group and let's go to the bus. And what am I doing here? What is different? Let's start from the channel strip. You could probably already see some differences, and one of them is that I have this low pass filter engaged and I'm cutting everything above 16K just so I can leave the brightness to the main vocal. I don't need those to be that bright. By doing that and also getting the high pass filter frequency to 180, I'm narrowing the frequency spec of the vocals. So basically, this is another trick to put them further back in the mix. Other than that, again, cutting some boxiness, cutting some mud, and adding a little bit of that high end. I have a bit of heavy compression here, and I'm not using the LA2A this time. I'm using very fast attack and slow release with high ratio. And this is yet another trick to put vocals behind. We all know that when we use fast release times, we get the source in front. But when we do the opposite, fast attack and slow release, the sound is captured by the compressor and it releases at the end of the phrase. So it compresses the whole phrase, and in this case, we are compressing 10 tracks of vocals and they all blend together and stay a little bit behind and out of the way of the vocals and the guitar. And the second thing is saturation. I love me some saturation, and this is a great plugin to do it. And yeah, basically just adding some crisp to them. And at the end, I have the same thing with the multi-band compressor. I'm cutting those low frequency buildups when they build up. Of course, some more sibilance control and some harshness control. So let's hear it without the processing and then with. I'm going to pick a busier part, then more of a gentle part. Okay, let's go for the busier now.
What you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. You said you never let anybody hurt me. But it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts. And it doesn't stop hurting back. 'Cause you took with yourself something that what you left me with, what you left me with, so much more than just a lesson learned. You said you never let anybody hurt me. But it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts. And it doesn't stop hurting back. 'Cause you took with yourself something that
Okay, now let's go to a more gentle part of the song, and I'm going to play it with the main vocal this time. So you can hear how the processing on the background bus really helps the main vocal pop in front.
what you left me with is so much more than just a lesson learned. I had to learn to lose someone I thought I knew. And it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts. And it doesn't stop hurting bad. 'Cause you took with yourself something I never thought I even had. What you left me with is so much more than just a lesson learned. I had to learn to lose someone I thought I knew. And it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, oh it hurts. And it doesn't stop hurting bad. 'Cause you took with yourself something I never thought I even had.
Now I hope you heard the difference is huge. And now we're coming to the last part and the most important part, which is the automation on the background vocal bus. That's needed because, as you can hear and see, we have this very quiet, gentle section here with a little bit less vocals, a little bit gentle ones. And then we have this crazy section here when at some points it's very different melodically and rhythmically from what we have going on in the main vocal. That's why I wanted to be coming more in front, then going more backwards and leaving more space from the vocal. And yeah, I'm going to play you in a second how much of a game changer this is. But let's look at the reverbs that we're using. First, the one that we are actually automating is the same long how that I'm sending just a little bit of the main vocal to match the vibe of the backgrounds. And as you can see, this is only mid-range on this reverb. There's no high end and also there's no low end in it, and it's pretty long. It's like almost 3 seconds. So when I'm automating it really high, like here to plus 2 dB, it really helps those vocal disappear in the background. I'm also using a little bit of this ambience, the same reason that I'm using the how on the main vocal, to match the vibe of those two, but just a little bit in there. And I have also this reverb going on, which is this pure plate. It gets it even more further back. So let's hear it now. Here when I have this intense automation.
Was it all for nothing? Am I supposed to do this? Once again, I have to stop you there. There's so much I can bear. But the thought I was ready to let someone in went off. It worse off than I've ever been.
There is one more very interesting section here, and it's in the beginning.
It led directly to a dead-end street. I didn't see what you were seeing in me. You wanted something new, but you don't have a clue what it is. I have to stop you there. There's nothing more to share.
You can see how much of a difference it makes even only using volume automation. But when we combine it with the reverb automation, we get the magic that we're looking for. So yeah, basically that's it. That's the whole thing. As I said, the song is pretty simple. I've mixed the mid side accordingly, and if you'd like to see a video about that, please leave a comment down in the comment section below, and I'm going to show you how I did that. I also have a bass guitar here and the piano, and that's basically it. That's why the vocal production here was so important. And yeah, I'm leaving you with this beautiful song, and until next time.
Set me down, you say we have to talk. I say, oh, here we go. Took a chance on what we had, but now we